Hey there, my little ones. Before we drift into today's story, I want to share a secret for ultimate Littlespace coziness. For gear that makes you feel perfectly small, safe, and snug, visit ABDL-comforts.com. They have everything you need, from the softest onesies and the most reliable protection to comforting pacifiers and cuddly friends. Wrap yourself in the best. Now, let's begin our story. When a clueless babysitter mistakes an 18-year-old for her diaper-wearing charge, a hilarious mix-up spirals into 3 days of babyish routines, embarrassing outfits, and unexpected bonding that leaves two sisters closer than ever. Samantha felt a knot of dread tighten in her stomach as she watched the perky girl, Emily, snap open a fresh diaper with the casual ease of a seasoned pro. This wasn't happening. It couldn't be. "Okay, sweetie, lie back for me. We'll get you all cleaned up in no time," Emily chirped, her voice dripping with a syrupy, patronizing kindness. Samantha pleaded that it was a mistake, that she was 18, but her protests were just background noise. Emily was completely unfazed, gently guiding her shoulders back onto the couch. The world tilted. Samantha stared at the ceiling, the thick, crinkly diaper already being slid beneath her. The scent of baby powder filled the air. Humiliation, hot and prickly, swept over her. This was a new, profound level of absurdity. The rest of the morning passed in a surreal blur. A sippy cup of juice appeared, her sandwich was cut into tiny, crustless triangles. Nap time was discussed in a cheerful, matter-of-fact tone. Samantha's every objection was met with a patient, infuriatingly calm smile, and phrases like, "We don't use that tone, sweetie," or "Accidents happen, that's why we wear these." Her salvation, she was sure, would be her younger sister, Chloe. Sharp-tongued and never one to miss teasing her, she would set this straight in 2 seconds. When the front door finally burst open, Samantha felt a surge of relief. "Oh, thank God! Chloe, tell her this is insane!" Chloe stopped, her eyes scanning the scene. Samantha under a blanket, the sippy cup, the open package of diapers. A slow, wicked grin spread across her face. "Tell her what?" Chloe asked, all innocent curiosity. "Tell her that I'm not a baby, that this is all a huge mistake." Chloe tilted her head, her eyes glinting. She turned to Emily. "Has she been giving you trouble? She gets like this sometimes, so stubborn." Samantha's jaw dropped. Chloe wasn't here to save her. She was here to enjoy it. "Chloe, what are you doing?" Emily sighed, a sound of relieved camaraderie. "Oh, a little. She didn't want her diaper changed earlier." "Typical," Chloe said, shaking her head with mock seriousness. She picked up the sippy cup. "You know, it's honestly better when someone else is in charge. She listens much better that way." A cold horror dawned. Her sister was an accomplice. The next 3 days descended into a meticulously orchestrated nightmare, with Emily as the cheerful enforcer and Chloe as the gleeful architect. Samantha was trapped. Diaper changes became performative with commentary. Nap time was mandatory. Meals were in a high chair dug out of the garage. But the line began to blur on the second day. After a dramatic protest, Chloe, instead of just smirking, plopped down on the floor next to the playpen with a sigh. "You're being so loud," she'd said, her tone softer. She pulled out an old handheld game. "Here, just be quiet and play this." It was a tiny, grudging peace offering. Later, during a forced afternoon of coloring, they'd gotten into a silent competition over who could stay inside the lines better, their bickering shifting from hostile to familiar. The real turning point was bath time. Emily, trying to wash Samantha's hair, accidentally used a mountain of baby shampoo. Suds flooded the bathroom floor. There was a stunned silence. Then Chloe let out a snort, a giggle, then she was laughing so hard she had to hold on to the sink. Samantha, covered in bubbles and indignity, saw the absurdity of it all. A reluctant laugh bubbled out of her, too. Soon they were both howling, tears streaming down their faces, while a confused Emily tried to mop up the flood. The dynamic shifted. The humiliation was now shared. They became co-conspirators. They developed silent signals to mock instructions. They had secret contests. The constant, thick padding became a weird, private joke. On the final evening, their parents returned early. They walked in on an unexpected scene. Samantha and Chloe were on the living room floor, both in footed pajamas, working together on a precarious block castle. They were bickering, but it was comfortable, familiar bickering. Their mom stared. What in the world? Emily launched into a flustered apology. Chloe just leaned back and grinned. It's a long story, but we worked it out. Samantha nodded, a faint smile on her face. Yeah, we did. The punishment, meant to teach empathy, had done something else. It stripped away their pretenses and forced them into a vulnerable, ridiculous space where they had no one but each other. 3 days of forced routines, of shared humiliation and secret laughter had woven a new understanding. As they got ready for bed that last night, Chloe paused at the doorway. "You know," Chloe said quietly, "I'm still never letting you forget the face you made during that first diaper change." Samantha rolled her eyes, but she was smiling. "And I'm never letting you forget you picked out the bunny-themed onesies." A silent understanding passed between them. The embarrassment was a memory. The closeness was something new. Thank you for listening, my little ones. If you enjoyed this story of unexpected bonds and cozy chaos, remember, for all your own Littlespace essentials, from playful pajamas to your most comforting supplies, visit ABDL-comforts.com. Dream sweet, and we'll see you next time for another story.